The basketball takeover continues here on Sky Sport in Aotearoa. A doubleheader coming your way from downtown Nelson. The Trafalgar Centre, to be precise, starting with the GJ Gardner Homes Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa matchup between the Mainland Pouakai and the Northern Kahu, followed by a Sal's NBL game between the Nelson Giants and the Southland Sharks. We're with you for a few hours, folks. Kia ora, Hugh Bain here alongside Tall Blacks and Giants legend Phil Jones. And Phil, top level women's basketball back in your hometown of Nelson. How good is it to see?
Yeah, kia ora, Hugh. Great to have them back. You know, it's been quite a while since we've seen women's basketball on the courts, basketball courts of New Zealand. And the start of the season has gone really well. There's been some really close games, and I think this is going to be another one of those close games.
Certainly has. These two teams have been two who have led the way in Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa so far. As we see the games in round two. This is the second game in round two after the one in Queenstown last night was a tight affair until the Phi pulled away late in the third and fourth quarter to pick up their second win of the week. So the Pouakai and Kahu coming away here from Whakatū. And then tomorrow from the capital city, the Queens taking on the Hoiho. That again, a double header with the Wellington Saints and the Otago Nuggets as well. From Cow Stadium in Christchurch, the Pouakai take on the Queens on Tuesday night, and 7 o'clock on Wednesday from Tamaki Makaurau, the Kahu taking on the Phi. Here is your GJ Gardner Tauihi standings after one round. The Northern Kahu 2-0, the Phi 2-1, of course with an extra game up their sleeve. And the Queens, Pouakai, and the Hoiho yet to register a win after two close losses to start their campaign. Starting five then tonight for the Northern Kahu, fresh off a good win in their first home game in Pukekohe on Monday. Crystal Ledger-Walker in the backcourt with Tallfern's legend Michaela Cox. Talia Tupai has been a standout in the competition so far. She's on the wing. Tara Reid in the front court with Madison Wolf. Let's hear from their head coach, a legend in her own right. It is, of course, Jodie Cameron.
Jodie, welcome to Nelson. Obviously, early start for you guys this morning. How's the team shaping up for tonight's game?
We're really looking forward to it. You know, it's our third game and we're excited to play the Pouakai. So coming down to Nelson, I think, you know, they've got a great basketball community and we're just really happy to be here.
Any injury worries heading into the game tonight?
No injury worries at all. The girls are really relaxed. We've had a good sleep and something to eat and just raring to go, actually.
All right, all the best for the game. Thank you.
For the Mainland Pouakai, Sierra Walker in the backcourt with Lauren Hippolyte. And great to see Lauren Hippolyte back, a Nelson girl. Phil, former Waimea College student, she'll be excited to play here at the Trafalgar Centre tonight. Yeah,
absolutely. Obviously, spent quite a bit of time at Waimea College before heading down to Christchurch, and I'm sure that Coach Bevilacqua will be looking to get a lot more offensive output from her than the previous two games, especially with missing two of their key guards.
One of the top scorers of the competition, Trinity Baptiste on the wing, Erin Whalen in the front court with Nelson-born Tessa Boagni. There she is on your screen. Their head coach, a three-time Olympian, a world champion, former WNBA player, Tali Bevilacqua.
Tali, welcome to Nelson. Obviously up against the Kahu tonight. They present a pretty strong-looking side. You guys have lost a couple of players with 3x3 commitments. How's the team shaping up?
You know, look, you just have to handle these situations, and what it does, it opens up opportunities for other players. So the team's in good spirits, and everybody's ready to step up for the absence of Mary Goulding and Ella Fotu, who are doing a fabulous job over there for the 3x3 comp. But we need to come out with intensity and energy. We didn't do that against Phi, and they dominated in that department from the start, which set the tone for them. We know we have to match that or come out with more.
Okay. All the best for the game. Thank you.
Have a look at the head-to-head, Phil, and we can get stuck into this. Points for not too dissimilar, these two teams. The Pouakai leading the way in the field goal percentage. A lot of that potentially from that poor shooting night in Dunedin that the Kahu had in their first game out. They certainly put paid to that on Monday night, led by Talia Tupai, who has been tough to handle for everyone she's come up against.
Yeah, and she's a strong guard who has the ability to put the ball on the floor and get to the basket, and also shoots it well from range, and very tough on defense as well. And so I think Baptiste and Tupai will be both keys for each team heading into tonight's game, and it'll be good to see that battle on the floor.
We saw Mary Goulding's name there as well. We see the referees for tonight, Duran Fiu, Taylor Amundsen and Taylor Lynch will be donning the whistles. We mentioned about in the interview with Tauihi Basketball, you mentioned not having Mary Goulding and Ella Fotu, two pretty experienced, talented players for the Pouakai to go without as they're away on 3x3 duties with the Dolphins.
Yeah, obviously those two are over there doing an outstanding job, and it does present a bit of a problem for the Pouakai, but then it creates opportunities for players, and it'll be nice to see, you know, the potential of, as I said, Lauren Hippolyte earlier, doing a little bit more offensively, possibly someone like Tyler Hooper, who's a smaller guard but a real shooter. She played with my daughter Maya Jones at under 19s for the Canterbury team, and she showed she could put the ball in the basket. So as Coach Tully said, you know, it provides opportunities for those players, and they've just got to step up and take their chances.
Well, we should mention Maya Jones as well, member of the Pouakai roster, not here, of course, representing New Zealand under-17 team at the World Cup. She would have loved to run out in Tauihi here on her home court.
Absolutely, yeah. She sent me a message before the game saying all the best to the Pouakai, and you know, she would have loved to have been here, but she's got another job to do at 3 a.m. in the morning for us.
Late night for you as the two coaches, legends in their own right, and just the level of coaching that has come to Aotearoa. Of course, Jodie here anyway, born and bred in the Dolphins, legend from a basketball royalty of a family, the Cameron family. But to have someone like Tauihi Basketball and her resume, so good for this young Pouakai side.
Yeah, 100%, you know, and I think that's a sign of the quality of the league, is actually bringing in quality coaches. And if you know, provide opportunities to put, you know, women's basketball or men's basketball out on the floor and provide a good product, people are going to want to come and be involved. And it's great to have the likes of Jodie on screen here, and obviously Coach Bevilacqua as well. And you know, there's some other strong coaches throughout the country, and we need those coaches. We need them to be, you know, sharing their knowledge to our players so that they can get out on the floor and do their best.
There's been some comparisons drawn in the week between Talia Tupaya and Jodie Cameron as players, as an unwilling to back down and just strong, aggressive and skillful.
Yeah, it's potentially a Cameron mindset, you know, obviously having played with Pero for a long time, and they, you know, just wanted to win at all costs, and I think you know, Tupaya looks very similar mould as Coach Cameron, and you know, I'm sure that she can share a lot of knowledge to her as well.
A doubleheader coming your way here from the Trafalgar Centre, downtown Whakatu, Nelson, the Pouakai and the Kahu in GJ Gardner Homes, Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa, followed by the Nelson Giants and the Southland Sharks going toe-to-toe in the Sal's NBL. Basketball takeover continues on the home of sport, Sky Sport, as Torfern Tessa Boagni makes her way to the middle of the court. Again, she'll go up against a talented import tonight, Madison Wolves of the Northern Kahu, and they'll contest the tip as we get underway on a historic night here in Nelson. And the ball is up, we're underway. The Pouakai come down with it. Sierra Walker, Canadian College Player of the Year, will get us underway. Here's Trinity Baptiste. Pouakai, a little under strength for no Mary Goulding, who was a star in their first game. Three in the key for Tessa Boagni, first up, Phil.
Yeah, just seeing Pouakai really trying to focus in on Tessa Boagni there, and she just got caught for 3 seconds in the key. She just didn't quite get it to her in time.
Eagle-eyed Taylor Armisen at the start of this game. Michaela Cox, 141-time Torfern up to Tara Reid, but stepped on the sideline.
Yeah, there's that defender again.
A couple of coach-killing turnovers to get the game underway. A few nerves, maybe.
Yeah, definitely a few nerves, I reckon, but I'll settle into it pretty quickly, I imagine.
Crystal Ledger-Walker with some trademark smothering defense to start this one off as Walker brings it up for the Pouakai. Here's Hippolyte, popular player here in Nelson. Whalen, 3-ball from the wing. Reid with the ball.
She's more than capable of making that shot, Whalen.
averaging just under 12 points here in Wayland for the season. There's Talia Tupaia, tries to find a bit of space. They'll pay close attention to her tonight. Michaela Cox looks to kiss it off the glass. Wayland with the good defense and the rebound.
And one of the characteristics of Tauihi is, I think, this year has been the defense. Baptiste making the first basket of the game, but the defense from all the teams involved in the competition, the intensity is very high, which is forcing teams into tough shots.
Tupaia pass a little wayward, read well by Boagni. So Pouakai will look to get back-to-back buckets to get the scoring underway. Walker calls to the screen. Instead finds Boagni. 8 on the shot clock. Here's Wayland. Looks to get aggressive, steps through. She'll go to the Resine foul line to shoot 2, will Erin Wayland.
Pouakai very patient on that offensive set, getting the shot clock almost all the way down to about 2 or 3 seconds left to go. See Wayland there stepping through, a little bit of contact on the arm. And we got to see the Pouakai in the first game of the season for the Tauihi competition, and Wayland was very impressive in that game. Just showing her ability to put the ball on the floor, lead the fast break, and also score from inside and out. So she's going to be pivotal tonight for Pouakai if they want to get a win.
Makes the both from the Resine foul line. Does Erin Wayland. Crystal Edge Walker, who did a fantastic job on Monday night alongside Michaela Cox in keeping the impressive Florencia Chagas quiet from the Queens. As Talia Tupaia will enjoy seeing that one going through.
Pouakai won't want to give her too much confidence.
Hippolyte just trying to find a bit of space, instead finding Wayland. Bumps off Tupaia, wants it straight back. Quick first step, back into Tupaia. This time she loses possession, so plenty of contact early, and surprise, surprise, it's Talia Tupaia who's in the middle of it all.
She did well to try and take 2 successive charges here. There's the first one, and she just quickly gets back up, and then she's back in position to try and take another one.
So Tara Reid, she is, will inbound it, fresh off finishing her college years, final year at USC. Here's Cox. Tupaia puts up a 3. Boagni with the board. Inside to Baptiste. Plenty of physicality down low from Baptiste. We've seen her bring out the fadeaway a few times as we have a foul called off the ball.
May have been on Reid on the just after the shot. Reid tried to box out and just got a little bit too aggressive with Baptiste. Baptiste had a very good game in the last outing for the Pouakai.
Just taking away the landing spot, I think. That's the call.
Uses all of the basket on that one.
It's there for a reason.
Same as before, Tira.
To hold the net up.
2 from 2 for Baptiste.
Makes them both.
Process it out. 6-2.
Wolf over to Cox and immediately goes to center screen. They go inside to the Kahu big. Right around the hoop and just can't get it to drop. Hippolyte scrambling for the rebound and eventually gets it. Wayland, oh, beautiful. Pick and dive to the hoop from Tessa Boagni.
And that's what you want from your forwards is, you know, as soon as they set that screen, just diving hard on the basket, because more often than not, they're going to be open.
Ledger Walker, that pass just too hard for Michaela Cox. Some good on-ball defense from the Mainland Pouakai.
And Pouakai just doing a really good job taking Kahu out of his sets at the moment.
Mate Grays checks into the game. Tara Reid takes a seat. As Walker brings the ball up. Shoots a three. Left alone, can't get it to go. Graves with the rebound. Ledger Walker just sees the tiniest of gap, so drives right at it.
They have a foul on Baptiste, I think.
It is on Trinity Baptiste, so Kahu will go again.
See the replay here.
The ball might be coming into the living room on this replay. Just a swipe there from Baptiste. Here's Ledger Walker. Wolf sets the screen. A floater from Ledger Walker just off the back iron. Wolf with a strong offensive board. 3-ball from Crystal Ledger Walker. Whalen with the rebound. Kahu getting looks.
Yeah, just not knocking them down early, but I'm sure that once they get going, they're going to be a tough team to stop.
Whalen and Tauihi. This is going to be a battle. It's going to be fun to watch. Backcourt violation.
Hippolyte just got caught stepping into the backcourt when she received that ball.
Hey, what line? What line was she? Good job. Hey, this is the line here. She was...
Tessa Morrison checking into the game as the Pouakai just
Where's that call? I thought she was like...
querying the call.
Strike, stop. Hey, Pete, good job, good job.
We're back underway. So Tessa Morrison straight into the game, has to look after Crystal Ledger Walker. Back from
Stay down, stay down.
COVID isolation is Morrison. Got out yesterday as 3-ball goes up from Tauihi but doesn't drop. Kailahi Fulu battling with Aaron Whalen and might have earned a foul.
And she went to the boards hard then the shot went up.
That's what...
Jazz Kailahi Fulu played an integral part of the Harbour Breezes seasons before she went off to college and back now. Boagni looking to stop. Coxon doing a great job. Morrison with the board. She's got Whalen ahead to her right. And that's who she finds. Stepping through Aaron Whalen. And Kahu come away with it.
Pretty physical out there, Hugh.
It is. And there is Ledger Walker going coast to coast. So 8-4, the Pouakai lead. So past the midway point of the first quarter. Hippolyte's 3-ball doesn't go to Tauihi and Whalen again. Battle under the hoop. Coxon Baptiste with a great hand there, comes away with the ball. Whalen to her left, Tauihi ahead of her. And Trinity Baptiste finishes smartly.
Great job by Baptiste, just 2-foot stop and letting the defender fly by and then finishing that basket.
Tauihi catch and shoot. Down it goes, Tali Tauihi for 3.
And she has beautiful form on her shot. It was right in front of us and straight out of the hand. It never looked like missing.
All right, you're playing. You're the winner.
For it. Causing a bit of trouble for Boagni and in essence forcing the turnover.
Just looking to get it down to Tessa Morrison, just a little bit too strong. See some well-in subs. You see here, beautiful pass from Ledger Walker and Tauihi, nothing but the bottom of the net.
Defensive energy. Defensive energy. That's where you want to start your game.
So Subasa Nesbitt into the game for the Pouakai. This is Tarai Elliott. And Olivia Berry checks in for the Northern Kahu. Energetic guard.
To the Mainland Pouakai.
With some quick feet. Speaking of quick feet, here's Crystal Ledger Walker. Great block from Timo. Tessa Morrison getting up with the defense. And here's Nesbitt going the other way. And finishing.
Great finish by Nesbitt. She had eyes for the basket from the other end of the court then when she took off.
Kailahi Fulu sets the screen. Ledger Walker trying to initiate a bit of contact with Morrison. Here's Tauihi going to work, driving and finishing. Tali Tauihi, too good, too strong.
Well, it's just that strength of Tauihi there, just putting the ball on the floor and getting to the basket. Nesbitt goes down hard, just A little bit of a trip.
There's that turnaround jumper from Trinity Baptiste. Berry taps the ball over to Ledger Walker.
Screen's coming.
Berry into a bit of space. Pull up from inside the lane. Morrison with the rebound.
Transition.
Nisbet wants it and gets it. Up to the right hand baby hook and banks it in. Tsubasa Nisbet with a smart move.
Great patience by Nisbet. Really good job running the floor and getting that early post position.
Just over 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Pouakai lead 14-9 here. First of a double header. As Tauihi tries to find a bit of space. Turnaround jumper. Every matchup is a good matchup when Talia Tauihi is involved. She is fun to watch. Here's Nisbet. Baptiste might go to work here on Kaulahi Fulu. Does just that. Trinity Baptiste.
Nice little hesitation and just throws Kaulahi Fulu.
Get the energy in that defense, play that rugged defense in your face. All right, you got it. Okay.
Nice little in and out by Ledger Walker. Just couldn't get the finish.
Nisbet comes down with the board.
Go get it, Lodge.
Just tapped out of bounds by Olivia Berry. It's decided that we have a timeout. I think we have a timeout. We do have a timeout from the Mainland Pouakai. They lead 16-9 here. Smart start, Phil. Really built on defense from the Pouakai.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they're doing a really good job of keeping the Kahu in front of them and making every shot a tough shot for them. And it's really only Tauihi that's causing a few problems for them at the moment. And I think I'm sure that Coach Jody Cameron will have a bit of a chat about that. You can see Nisbet here just doing a great job running the floor. Nice little post up. Yeah, great little finish. And Baptiste, little hesitation, into the rim. A little bit too easy, I think, for the Pouakai there. The Kahu will be talking about that.
Great job. Way to run the ball. Way to run the fucking floor, all right? That's what we want, all right? That's what we want. And way to look up and make those passes. Way to attack. Excellent defensive rotations, although we did get caught out on one help side there where they end up with a layup. But other than that, your talk, your communication, your switching has been excellent. So keep it up. Don't let down. Tyler, you raise the intensity here on defense, all right? Let's go. Keep it going. Hey, it's outside. Hey, it's outside ball. So you got strong?
Yeah, we got
all right, we got strong.
Here we go. Team on three. 1, 2, 3.
Team.
Talia Bevilacqua happy with what she's seeing from the Mainland Pouakai.
Absolutely, yeah. And that's something she talked about in her interview before the start of the game, was their intensity and the level of their play and how they're going to come out on defense and be tough. And they've done exactly that to start off the game. It's been an exceptionally good start for them on the defensive end.
And they're getting it off the bench as well. Tsubasa, Nisbet, everyone coming off the bench. Tessa Morrison as well, coming off and playing at the same intensity as the starters. Three ball up, it's just off to the left, and there is Nisbet coming down with the offensive board. Baptiste from out in front, that one goes in.
Yeah, nice little rebound by Nisbet. She got a second chance opportunity for the Pouakai, and they took that opportunity to knock down a three ball. It's a young Tyler Hooper into the game for Pouakai.
We heard Coach Bevilacqua charge her with bringing the defensive energy as Tauihi earns a foul.
Where the contact is then being called on the defense. I just want you to...
This is her first, does Tauihi. She knows how to draw the contact, doesn't she? She knows where to go to initiate it and find it.
She's smart, very smart on the offensive end. Tough competitive defensively as well.
Go get it, go get it. Go get it, go get it. Body up on him.
Splits her free throws. And here's Hippolyte, chased by Michaela Cox. Pass a little away with it. Marte Grace comes away with it. She's got Baptiste to beat. Baptiste does well in the end.
Get emotional. Good. Go get it, go get it. Good.
Nisbet, Kaulahi Fulu with the hand. Kaulahi Fulu does brilliantly to come away with it. Cox to her left. So just shrugs off the defense and finishes. Jasmine Kaulahi Fulu
Yeah, she has extremely long arms, Kahu forward. And that's just showing there on the defensive end, just getting a tip on the ball and then out hustling her opponent.
5 seconds to go in this first quarter. And that is Tarai Elliott driving, turning, and not finishing. As ball goes out of bounds, so we will have an inbound. 0.1 second on the clock.
Not much you can do with that amount of time left on the clock.
Crystal Ledger-Walker's going to let it bounce down. She gets the shot up. No, she doesn't. And that'll do us for the first quarter of action here. 19 points to 12. The Mainland Pouakai lead the Northern Kahu. It's the first in a doubleheader here on Sky Sport this afternoon, followed by the Nelson Giants and the Southland Sharks. Pouakai 19, Kahu 12. Second quarter coming up after the break.
Shots up, both sides, straight through, BBNZ. There we go. Tell you what, one go for another. Have another crack. She's going for the free throw line. And another one free. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, give her a round of applause. Georgia and Andy. A big thank you to GJ Gardner, proud naming rights and partner of Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa, and New Zealand's most trusted home builder as well. So they're both going to take away a nice little prize. Thanks to our friends at GJ Gardner's and Tauihi Ball each and a girls'
Welcome back to the Trafalgar Centre. Quarter time here in our first game of the evening. A GJ Gardner homes matchup. Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa matchup between the Mainland Pouakai and the Northern Kahu. And it's the Pouakai there who represent the mainland region from Canterbury all the way up to the top of the south here in Nelson. And against the Northern Kahu who represent Northland and Auckland. It's Pouakai who lead 19-12 here, and as the second quarter gets underway, we can head over to the Northern Kahu coach, Jody Cameron. Jody, well, the Pouakai have come to play. They've obviously paid very close attention to the tape and are doing well. Just getting you out of your offensive set so far.
Yeah, they've done really good on the scout there. We'll see how we adjust in this quarter. A little bit of news from our team, but I mean, I've got all faith in them.
Now, how'd you slow down Trinity Baptiste for the Pouakai 4 or 5 to start her game?
I think we're doing a good job considering, you know, she's had a great last game and we just got to adjust to that. She's got an uncanny fadeaway and it's unnatural for you to put your body closer, but that's what I'm asking my team to do.
Uncanny is the perfect word for that fadeaway. Thanks very much, Jody. Appreciate your time.
Cheers, Hugh.
As Mate Graves gets the scoring underway for the Kahu in this second quarter.
Yeah, and those, after the first quarter there, the two key players we talked about before the start of the game with Tupai'ea and Trinity Baptiste have definitely come to play and scoring 11 and 8 points, respectively.
Tessa Wagney comes fortuitously down with the ball and capitalises on the fortune with a nice little pull-up from mid-range. Here's Tupai'ea. Plays the game at her own pace. Finds Michaela Cox, feints the three, looks inside. Great hand, Tyler Hooper. We talked about the energetic defense she would bring. Sierra Walker looking for a teammate, finds one in Hooper. Seven on the shot clock, inside to Boagni. Great defense from Kailahi Fulu. Just nonchalantly gets the block and the steal. Cox for three at the other end, high off the iron. Boakney brings it down.
Boakney had great position there too. She just probably needed to create a little bit more space with another dribble and then go to the shot.
Oh, Michaela Cox. She's done that for nigh on 20 years. Comes away with the ball for her team. Side to Grays. Turn around. Another rebound for Boakney, who's hit hard by Kalahi Fulu.
Grabbing her back after that little bit of contact.
Hooper. Over. Wide open. Strong on the mid-range, though. Here comes Cox. Grays in the open court. Under duress, finishes the foul, and to the Razine foul line goes Mate Grays.
Yeah, Pouakai just looking a little bit winded to start this second quarter. See them really only Boakney getting back on defense here and just picking up the foul and the contact on the arm. Grays did a great job there of using the left hand to finish.
It's the first foul on Tessa Boakney. Grays converts the three-point play. Began the season in the starting lineup, but in the last couple of games, Jodie Cameron has opted for Madison Wolf and her size at the 5. With Grays coming off the bench. Walker directing traffic, trying to get a bit of movement out of her team. Again, they're using almost all the shot clock. Here's Baptiste, just pushes off Tupaia and deemed illegal as Tupaia gets up. So offensive foul the call. We saw a lot of that on Monday night up at Pukekohe.
You'll see here Baptiste taking a drive and just a little bit extension on that off arm. And Tupaia obviously feeling that contact and maybe selling it a little bit, but that's all part of the game, right?
Certainly is.
Watch the screen. Good, there you go, good defense.
Ledger Walker, her first professional job after a stellar college career. Mate Grays drains the 3 from the Ledger Walker pass.
Pouakai just allowing Kahu to get a lot more open looks this quarter than they did in the previous quarter.
Perhaps as Jodie Cameron said, the Kahu just settling down a bit after some early game nerves. Boakney looking aside to Whalen. Oh, under our finish, a miraculous finish from Erin Whalen.
It's a half finish, and we just here in front of us, Coach Bevilacqua screaming at the referees to call a foul.
Only contact being allowed as Ledger Walker over the shoulder pass. Grace just couldn't bring it in. Baptiste says, "I'll take that, thank you very much." Walker to her right. Great pass to Hippolyte and Tupaia with a big block. Tali Tupaia takes to the bench after the block.
Great pass here. Tupaia just read it well and she got there early. Oh, Hippolyte gives her a little pat.
Walker puts up a 3. Cox comes down with it. Here's Berry and a Reed screen. Pulls up from mid-range is Olivia Berry. Sweet stroke.
She made that look pretty easy in the end.
Walker calling for more movement from her side, as is coach Bevilacqua. So Erin Whalen puts the ball on the floor. Cox and Ledger Walker with a double team and a foul called.
I think that's a pretty good call and quite a bit of contact there in the trap. See Whalen here just spins off the contact and then yeah, it's plenty of contact there. Got to have arms straight up. Can't reach it.
Cox, the one contributed the foul, her second.
And a big shot from the outside.
Shot too strong from Whalen. Berry comes down with it. Reed to her left, that's who she finds. Quick first step from Tara Reed. And she's fouled. Trinity Baptiste, her 3rd foul. So a slight worry there for coach Bevilacqua.
It's a tough one, tough foul to pick up because probably felt like she was in a pretty good position.
3 ball doesn't go. Hippolyte with a good defensive board. So Baptiste out there with 3 fouls. Tubata Nisbet ready to check back in for Baptiste as Tessa Morrison tucks the ball under. Madison Wolf coming across with the healthy and swatting that one away. Boagney leaves it short. Wolf again with the defense and the board.
She looked like she was ready to block that ball in the next week when she went after that one.
Reed. Looking inside for Wolf, instead finding Cox. Bigger Boagney in front of her. Great drive and dish from Cox. Reed short with the 3. As Baptiste goes after the ball and comes away with it. 4:30 to go in the first half. 1-point game, 23-22, the Pouakai lead. Reed almost comes away with that one. Morrison had to dive to keep it in, and we have a timeout here from the Mainland Pouakai. Coach Bebalakwa just seeing one too many errors creep into their game.
Just probably going to have a bit of a chat about the fact there's just not enough movement offensively. See the block here from Wolf. She read that well. And, Pouakai just a little bit guilty now of dribbling the ball a bit too much, I think, offensively. They're doing such a good job of getting rotations.
You've got to come out and packed all the time. This run shirt, timing, you're not getting your feet set, so your options are shutting down. Get there quicker. I know you're not feeling great. Get your feet in there and get down, okay? Then you won't hesitate. Just keep shooting, but you're upright and yes? We got the momentum, push the ball. Don't sit up, push the ball, go and have a little go. For a minute, yes? And then pick up full court on D. 1 minute. Let's go. Ladies, it's beautiful. Let's go, keep going. Kahu on 3. 1, 2, 3, Kahu. Stop. Feet off the great job.
Jodie Cameron a little happier with what she's seen at the first 5.5 minutes of this second quarter. She mentioned Tara Reid maybe not feeling so great. That going through, well, not just the league, but the country, Phil. Bit of illness everywhere, and a few teams in both the men's South NBL and Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa affected.
Lucy's wandering around with the mum that she's attracted to.
Pouakai have had a slightly longer, slightly more intense timeout, I'd suggest.
Yeah, there would have been a few choice words, I imagine, but you know, just Jodie Cameron there talking to Reed in regards to getting her footwork right, making sure that when she's receiving the ball, she's in a good position to be able to do a number of different things. You know, shoot, take the ball off, you know, take somebody off the dribble.
Ledger Walker. Trying to find a bit of space for the Kahu with 6 on the shot clock. They go inside to Wolf. Drop step from Maddie Wolf. Just can't get the bank shot to go. Boagney comes down with the board. I'll tell you what, Nisbet's been impressive in the minute she's been on the court.
Yeah, she has. She's come out with some real pace and intent.
And here she is going at Tulfern's legend. Just not getting the finish. Wolf with the board. Cox splitting the D. Basket will count. A foul called on Aaron Whalen. So Michaela Cox will go to the Racine foul line to shoot 1.
And nice find by Ledger Walker again, and just steps through the gap, and a little bit of contact on the body and finishes. She converts on the 3-point play. See Kahu putting a little bit of full court press on here.
There's Boagney going to work in the post. Wolf steady to it, patience. Almost rewarded for Boagney, but 3 in the key called in the end.
And Wolf is a tough matchup down low. She is tall, okay, and she's strong. And I think Boagney's really struggling with that at the moment.
Reed, here is Wolf. Catch and shoot from mid-range, comes away with 2 points. Tessa Morrison needs a bit of help, and instead goes to Crystal Ledger Walker. So the Kahu causing some trouble with their defensive pressure in this second quarter. They've wrestled back a lead after trailing by 7 at quarter time. Hippolyte looking for Boagney, but Wolf, the long arms, just picking that one out. Ledger Walker thought about the 3 a couple of times.
little up fake there. Probably should have shot the first time. I think the pace of the game at the moment is just getting to the Pouakai. They're looking a little bit gassed.
Whalen driving. Reed did well just to force her a little bit wide. Reggie Walker. Sort of lob it over a shoulder to Wolf, but Nisbet was there, as was Whalen. Inside to Nisbet. Barry just overshot the defense, and Nisbet says, thank you very much, I'll take the easy finish.
Nisbet's really providing them with a lot of offense at the moment, the Pouakai.
6 points, 4 boards for Tsubasa Nisbet off the bench. Cox probes, drives, and finishes. Michaela Cox, cool as you like.
Great job attacking the seam there and just getting Boagni on the back foot.
One stop. Yeah, Mickey. Come on, push off.
Cox trying to stay with Whalen. He's Hippolyte back in our hometown. Finding Nisbet. Footwork down low, and that's eventually come off Wolf. So it will remain Pouakai ball. We have a timeout here from Jodie Cameron and the Northern Kahu. It's a 4-point game, minute 16 to go in this first half. 29-25, the Kahu lead.
Lucky enough at half-time, of course, to have the try, but
Definitely a close affair at the moment, and I think Kahu just got the upper hand in this second quarter. The Pouakai definitely had the upper hand in the first, so a real even matchup today.
Coming up for the guard. All right, other than that, just lowering your motion. All right, motion is the other offense in the quarter court with Phoenix that we just want to go to right now, okay? Other than that, we're pushing the ball still in transition. We're not forcing it. Be careful when I don't really want you to bring the ball down, all right? So I want someone to come and get the ball from Basa, all right? Yeah. Okay. So you're the 5. Hey, you're my 5 man. You're my 4 man. All right, you're the 3, but the 3 of you can switch, obviously. So you just got to be physical, all right? Don't foul on the drive. Keep them in front. Yeah. Poise, and poise. Yeah. Hey, we've got a timeout.
Hey, Ta, you want to be on the other side and go there footwork? Just tell Mickey, Maddie.
29-25 as the teams make their way back from their timeouts. Both teams would like to be shooting at a slightly better clip. I'd say Phil, 38% for the Pouakai, 36% for the Kahu.
Yeah, absolutely, but I think that sort of shows the tail of the tape in regards to the defensive pressure that both teams are applying.
Nisbet straight back to work, this time at Madison Wolf, so she passes back out to her guards. Here's Tessa Morrison. Hippolyte. Shot has to go up, and there's the shot clock violation. The Kahu bench likes that.
Yeah,
tough size of Wolf in there.
Tough one coming out of a timeout too, not to get a shot up. I'm sure that the Pouakai would have drawn something up there. Tupai, Nisbet doing well, and it dies off
Tonight, Elia, I should say, who comes away with the ball. Here's Nisbet. Great defense from Elia. There she is at the other end of the court. Morrison driving, tucks the ball under her arm, turnaround jumper, Wolf with the board.
Morrison getting a good look there, 2 feet in the paint. Just couldn't quite get it to go.
Tupai swiping back and retaliation to the Morrison swipe. And there she is, nose for the hoop, takes the contact. No whistle, and Hippolyte comes away with the ball. 3 to go. Morrison has to put it up. She's fouled. Offensive, as they call it. It is foul called on Tessa Morrison. So again, under a second to go, the Kahu have the length of the court to go. And they're going to do it half-time here in a game that's becoming increasingly feisty between these two, the Kahu and the Pouakai.
And that is it at half-time, 29-25.
Kahu on the back of a strong defensive second quarter. Well, they kept the Pouakai to just 6 points, having given up 19 in the first. Lead 29-25. And we can hear now from Michaela Cox, who's with Phil Jones.
And Michaela, pretty physical first half. Obviously, Pouakai come out with some pretty intense defence. What did Coach Cameron talk to you about at the end of the first quarter there?
Yeah, we just have to up our intensity. That's what we talked about, and play defence. Too many times we've miscommunicated, and somebody's getting a wide open look or layup. So I think we're getting a little bit better, but we've still got a lot better basketball to play in the second half.
All the best for the second half.
Thank you.
Cheers. Trinity, pretty good first half by you. Obviously, you were hampered a little bit by fouls, 3 fouls in the first half. What are you going to need to do in the second half to make sure you don't pick up any more?
I thought 2 of them weren't fouls, but just play smart and be in the right position and don't get myself in that position and be called for those fouls.
And second half, what do you think you guys need to do to come out with a win?
I think we need to not force things, stay poised, and just play under control, and we'll be all right.
All the best for the second half.
Well, as you can hear, the party starting at the Trafalgar Centre at half-time here. The Kahu lead the Pouakai 29-25 in an intense affair here at the Trafalgar Centre. The first of a doubleheader coming away here on Sky Sport. Analysis to come here at half-time after the break. Welcome back to the Trafalgar Centre. Coach Tauihi Basketball talking to her Mainland Pouakai side. They've given up a first quarter lead. They're led by 7 at the first break. They now trail by 4 at halftime. So plenty to talk about for the team who are playing their home game here in Nelson against the Northern Kahu. Lauren Hippolyte on the right side of your screen, a Nelson girl. There's another young Nelson girl, maybe a future Pouakai player. Entertains the crowd as we look at the highlights in the first half. Specifically, Phil Jones, those of Talia Tupaya from the Northern Kahu. We knew she'd be a key player, and she's proven it already in this first half.
Yeah, and she's shown her ability to get to the basket. You know, she's got all the skills offensively, mid-ranger there, three-point shot here. You know, she's very talented at this end of the court, but then defensively, she's tough. You know, she's a tough player. She's a two-way player. She can play both ends of the court and see putting the ball on the floor and getting to the basket.
Even when she hasn't got the ball, she's garnering a lot of the Pouakai's attention. Speaking of the Pouakai, Trinity Baptiste came out the gates flying before having to sit with foul trouble.
Yeah, off the back of a good game the previous game, and she's shown her ability to score the ball as well. And the only thing that's probably hampered her a bit in the first half is she picked up 3 fouls. But you know, she's I like her ability to just play with composure. You know, she's not rushed. You know, you see there the easy layup. Defensively, she's tough as well, rebounds well, and she can knock down the 3-ball.
Think a bit of everything from Trinity Baptiste as we see the tail of the tape from the first half. Those 3-point percentages both coaches would like to see rise, and for the Pouakai, giving up a -10 turnover ratio will be no good.
Yeah, not ideal. Obviously, that'll be something they'll be talking about, but they're managing to get extra positions on the offensive rebounds, which is kind of keeping them in the game a little bit. You see the
we mentioned Tubasa Nisbet, you see there, Phil, with 6 points, a good handful of rebounds as well. 5 rebounds for the Pouakai at halftime. She's been one of their brighter sparks off the bench.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think when you look at teams that are or games, a lot of it is about the bench and you know what they can offer.
29-25, and as we head to the break, we'll enjoy the break dancing. Halftime here, third quarter to come.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, give a round of applause to the Trafalgar crew.
well, it's not a dissimilar coaching battle between Kiwi coach and Aussie coach in both our games. Welcome back, Coach Rob Beveridge, later today. For now, it's all about the Tauihi game between these two. 29-25, the Pouakai lead, the Kahu. And we spoke to both those players. What do you think the message has been from Coach Bevilacqua at halftime, Phil, to the Pouakai side?
I think they definitely would have talked about making sure they look after the ball a little bit more and get through their offensive sets better. I don't think there's a few players out there I don't think are shooting it enough, and I was hoping to see a little bit more from Lauren Hippolyte, and I think because she's played 3x3 and she's deadly from the three-point line when she gets going. And you're looking at those three-point stats at the start of the game or for the first half. 1 of 7, I think 2 of 9. I don't believe they're shooting it enough. To feel comfortable from shooting it there. I think they need to start looking at that a little bit more.
Lauren Hippolyte, she's put up 2 shots so far in this one. She's out there for the Pouakai alongside Sierra Walker. Tsubasa Nisbet, who's earned every minute that she's played tonight. Erin Whalen and Tessa Boagni for the Pouakai. Crystal Ledger Walker, Michaela Cox. Ali Tupaia, Tara Reid and Madison Wolf for the Kahu. There is Hippolyte finding Nisbet and getting it back. Hippolyte trying to find a bit of space. Passing the ball around the corner to Nisbet up with her left hand. Wolf comes down with it.
Obviously Nisbet will be getting the start because Baptiste has picked up those 3 early fouls.
Reid with a nice finish at pace.
That was an athletic move by Reid there, just taking the ball the length of the court and finishing.
First points. Of course, Mary Goulding and Ella Fotu away with the Tulfin 3x3 team, coached by Tara Reid's mum, and there is Reid with the block. Who comes down with that one eventually? Tupaia does. Justine Reid out coaching the 3x3 Tulfins, of course. Here's Wolf, good position. We'll go to work on Tsubasa Nisbet, up with the right hand, and will earn a trip to the line.
Just see the replay here, just see Nisbet, just arms just coming down, and it's a tough one for the players defensively because often the offensive player is creating the contact. And when you get hit in the chest, it can, or the abdominal, it can make your arms come down, from the contact. It's hard. It is hard to keep your arms up.
How blatant can it be?
Wolf makes her first, misses her second. The Kahu lead by 7. Nisbet with the big screen at half court. Caught Crystal Ledger Walker by surprise. There's Nisbet. Christchurch native Whalen step back 3 ball. Down it goes. Erin Whalen looking to get the Pouakai going in the second half.
The Mainland Pouakai. Now it's 3, pulls it back to 4 points.
See, it didn't take long for Coach Bevilacqua to get Trinity Baptiste back in the game. See her coming over to check in at sub bench.
Tupaia driving. Hippolyte with a lunge did well, just enough to put Tupaia off the finish. Whalen looking to go back from 3. Ledger Walker with the board. Cox looks inside to Wolf.
Kahu trying to find space.
Cox driving. There's a foul. Called on Whalen. Called on Whalen?
No, I think it was called on Hippolyte.
Or on Hippolyte. It is.
A little bit hard to see from where we were sitting. The referee was just standing right in front of us.
First foul on Hippolyte as Boagni makes her way to the bench. Baptiste into the game.
Gary Cox, first come through.
It's her first to go.
Two from 2 for Michaela Cox.
Baptiste into the game and inbounds to Sierra Walker. Hippolyte met by Reid at half court. Scampering beyond the 3-point line is Tsubasa Nisbet. Reid does well and then earns a foul.
Having a bit of a chat, referee, about the call.
Second foul for Nisbet.
think there was an opportunity there for Lauren Hippolyte. She just had a great little drive down the centre of the middle of the lane. She could have easily thrown up a little runner there.
Cox moves the corner at pace. Tauihi for a right out in front. Drains the three. And a timeout here called by the Mainland Pouakai. Eventually granted. And wanting a charge, as we'll see the replay here, the GJ Gardner Holmes replay. Nisbet wanting the charge there, no whistle, and Tauihi helps herself to 3 points. Tali Bevilacqua protests.
Yeah, and I think she's potentially got a reasonably good
on defense,
grounds to question that last call, no call. But again, it's a really tough one, because the defense is always looking for opportunities to take charges, and the offense is, trying not to give away any of those types of things. And and the different angles on the court from where you're standing can always look like something different.
Good stuff. Maddie, great timing on the roll. Don't get it. Short corner. Get out there into the corner. Yeah. Hey, you know that punch sprin's coming up really early in the back court.
Oh yeah, when I pick up?
Yes, don't clip now. Just be aware, because you're going to get wiped the next time.
Oh, I thought maybe it was moving, but okay.
No, it's not.
Here we go. I'll just elbow you. Great work. Team on three. 1, 2, 3, team.
Jodie Cameron noticing those screens at the half court that Crystal Ledger-Walker's been caught a couple of times on. Noticed them because she used to set them.
We noticed that some people were able to say things quietly, but it's really loud. That's the feeling I get when Coach Cameron's talking to her players. It's composed, under control, but it has a lot of meaning.
Trafalgar Centre 37-28, 7-21. The third quarter.
So some pressure on the inbound for the Kahu. They lead by 9. Kayla Cox picks up Erin Whalen. And the foul count 11-3 in favour of the Kahu. So the Pouakai, they look to just be a little bit more aggressive on offense and get to the hoop and earns their way to the line. Whalen puts up a mid-ranger. Nisbet does just brilliantly to keep that Pouakai possession.
Yeah, Nisbet is the shining light for the moment for the Pouakai at the moment. Just to see shot here from Whalen, and Nisbet just gets an arm in there to keep the ball alive and come up with his quick hands by Ledger-Walker.
Over the taller Reed, Whalen's 3 balls wet from the wing, straight from the inbound.
And I like what I'm seeing from Whalen right now. She's, I feel like she's the one that's going to come out and try and make things happen for the Pouakai.
Speaking of making things happen, Tauihi going aggressively at Hippolyte. He did well to stand up to the barrage, and Nisbet came down with the board. There is Hippolyte, the Nelsonian. Walker calls to the screen, Nisbet duly delivers. Whalen thinks about the deep 3, puts it up off the front iron. Who's going to come down with that one? Michaela Cox is who else?
Pouakai just not getting anything out of their sets at the moment. The Kahu defense is just doing a really good job of pushing them out of their offense.
Cox. Tauihi just looks so calm and collected with the ball, does Talia Tauihi. She drives through Trinity Baptiste. Who's come down with that one? Whalen and Tauihi battle for it. Shot clock violation, the call.
They called it's a shot clock violation. I'm not sure that
the referees are just going to congregate here. Joanne Thew and Taylor Lynch.
I thought the ball may have hit the rim, but obviously referee view saw differently.
Maddie Wolf takes a seat, and Mate Grays comes into the game.
Just see a bit of full court pressure here from the Kahu. And this is really forcing the Pouakai out of the offense. It's taking them a long time to get the ball up and get into their sets.
Nisbet over to Walker. Mr. Morrison getting ready to check back into the game. Hippolyte. Doing a good job of keeping Lauren Hippolyte quiet tonight are the Kahu. Great find from Wayland to Nisbet.
A really good job by Wayland. Extra pass.
Cox round the Gray screen. Gray sets another one, this time for Ledger Walker. Reed to the hoop. Nisbet did well, but there's Grays to tidy it up and finish.
Yeah, nice offensive rebound by Grays.
Wayland over the top to Nisbet, but just too much mustard on that hot dog, and out of bounds it goes.
Yeah, right idea. I like the slip by Nisbet. She gets a well-earned break.
6.6 rebounds for Nisbet in her 15 minutes as Tessa Morrison and Tarai Elliott check back into the game. Cox. Elliott does well to shut down that avenue. Ledger Walker pulls up on the side of the key, and down it goes for Crystal. Wayland, 3-ball. Down it goes, Aaron Wayland.
She's keeping the Pouakai in at the moment, Wayland.
13 points, Aaron Wayland, 4 of 11. The hesitation finds Reed, drives into a flock of Pouakai, and Wayland comes down with the rebound. Defensive intensity from both teams lifting as this game progresses. Hippolyte looking to get herself going with a long 2. Can't. Heavy contact on the rebound. And it will be Kahu ball. As Kailahi Fulu checks into the game, Tupaia takes the seat. You see the DJ Gardner Holmes replay.
Play together, play together.
A little bit of contact there, and Kahu come up with it.
Ledger Walker, well, great screen from Kailahi Fulu. Opened all that space up for Crystal Ledger Walker. Hodgson, yeah, just getting a little bit tangled up. Wayland looking to make something happen. Drops it off. And Elliott dutifully finishes. Well, Aaron Wayland at the moment is just sucking all the defense into her.
Yeah, she's doing a great job of finding her teammates.
Offensive foul, the call. Taylor Cox, the culprit.
Fought for a moving screen there on the handoff.
I know, but you know, it's not your call. But holy hell, just let it go. Otherwise,
Jodie Cameron just in the ear of referee Taylor Lynch. Well, last week we had Jodie's brother Pero in the building. The similar technique. Unlucky ears is Wayland. Watts shot goes down, but I don't think it will count. Well, the referees will discuss it. I think we have a technical foul here on Tauihi Basketball.
Yeah, I think we do.
Basket will count, says referee Taylor Lynch, and the technical foul is on Coach Bevilacqua. So a little bit of everything happening at the Trafalgar Centre right now as we see the GJ Gardner Holmes replay. Bevilacqua protesting at no foul call there. Fair bit of ball, maybe a bit of arm too. Of course, we have the benefit of a replay. And that swipe. And then the bucket went in from Baptiste. And the bucket did count.
They got the fortuitous bounce, which went back to Baptiste. She picked it up and knocked it down, but the action before was what Coach Bevilacqua was talking about. And again, it's a tricky one because you know, the angles of the play, and we saw it in 2 different angles. In one angle, it looked like possibly a foul. The other angle, it didn't.
Seeking clarification if the basket did count as it came after the whistle, but it's the question Jodie Cameron's asking.
I'm pretty sure referee Taylor Lynch said that it did count.
Basket did count. We get confirmation from the score bench. So 44-40. Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa delivers a little bit of everything.
Got a 4-point ball game here all of a sudden.
Talia Tupaia back into the game, brings the ball up. Olivia Berry also pulled back into action.
Around the outside.
Hi Fulu up there, setting screens, causing trouble, moving bodies, getting good position, and they try and find her. Eventually she grabs the ball, loses it.
Comes up with it.
Slight rugby tackle there, and eventually the Pouakai come away with it through Erin Whalen.
Hippolyte just getting a deflection on the ball there when Kalahi Fulu had the ball.
Baptiste, Tupaia. Tupaia goes to ground again, and Baptiste comes up with the bucket.
There may not have been a flop warning there from Tupaia.
She's just had a word in her ear from the referee, and she made her way back up court. There's Berry, puts up a three. Erin Whalen did well to not give Kalahi Fulu position in the post there, and here is Whalen, brings the ball up. Kalahi Fulu in her way. Tessa Morrison tries to find a bit of space. Back to Whalen they go. Grays who comes away with it as Whalen loses possession. Reed. Morrison called for the foul, her second on Tessa Morrison, so Tara Reed will go to the line to shoot two as Sierra Walker checks back into the game.
Reed has really come out in the second half and been a little bit more determined offensively, putting the ball on the floor and getting to the basket. Seen her have 3 or 4 pretty tough athletic drives to the hoop.
Get up earlier on D.
Makes them both and heads to the bench. Michaela Cox checks in for Reed. 46-42. Pouakai not going away in this one. Olivia Berry plays some pretty tough D on Sierra Walker. Here's Baptiste. Pouakai give her a bit of space, and she's fouled going along the baseline. Grays with a bit of body contact.
Nice patience by Baptiste. Just see here, just the post up, just a couple of fakes, then rips baseline, and just a bit of a knee by Grays there, just knocking her off her feet. That's how you catch a Charlie, it is. When someone sticks their leg out and get a kneecap to the quad. It's got a very nice feeling.
Moppets called into action.
Some girls from the under 15 Nelson rep team heading away to their national tournament in a couple of weeks.
See her mucking in. Trinity Baptiste just puts the finishing touches on the work.
Everyone wants to get involved by the looks of it.
Referee challenge. Now getting involved too. Why not? Get out there and have a go, Phil.
Yeah. Taylor going with the one-hand technique. I'm not sure it's doing much, to be fair, Taylor. Local referee.
We'll get back underway. Erin Whalen. Scampers back from beyond the three-pointer. Erin Whalen from the corner. That's her 4th three-pointer of the game. She's shooting 50% from downtown. There's Tupaia looking to answer back. She's been quiet in the second half. This time she'll go to the line to shoot two.
She's really trying to get herself to the free throw line, Tupaia. See Whalen here. A tough shot for Whalen. You know, sprinting out to the corner and then quick release and tickles the twine.
That's your turn to talk now.
Tupaia. Makes the first, one count.
Makes the most as Talia Tupaia. Kayla Cox hits the deck. So go is the call from Coach Bevilacqua. Whalen 3 in transition, too strong. Morrison is the spare man, so comes down with the ball. That will remain Pouakai possession. 5.3 seconds on the shot clock, 17 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Tauihi has been tough defensively.
Here's Whalen looking to step through the contact and earns a trip to the line. Tupaia called for the foul. Just her first, so nothing to worry about there for Coach Cameron.
Whalen here, a little fake to the middle, step through, bit of body contact.
No arguments there from Tupaia as Whalen steps to the Racine foul line. Going to close this gap to 1.
Down the first. Pouakai have done a good job just to hang in here. The lead did stretch out in the third quarter, early in the third quarter, and they've done a good job just to stay attached to the Kahu.
1 point game, 15 seconds to go in the third quarter. Can the Kahu finish on a high? Step back from Tali Tupaia, backs it in, it's a 2. So the Pouakai might get one more shot. Whalen from half court, just short. Well, pulsating third quarter comes to an end. And it's the Northern Kahu who hold a slender lead, 50-47. Fourth quarter coming up here live on the home of sport, Sky Sport, after the break.
Every game. In Mainland Pouakai, at three-quarter time, 10 minutes of ball to go. 47-50, three-quarter ball game. And after that, of course, at 7:30 tonight, we tip off with the Pouakai Nelson Giants. Take on the Southland Sharks. Don't forget, of course, the Pouakai Nelson Giants market is open right now. 2 settings, bringing 2 craft of beer, 1 from Hunter's Wines. The bar also has a lot of alcohol and non-alcohol.
Welcome back to the Trafalgar Centre. Three-quarter time here in the Tauihi game as we see the Nelson Giants prepared to take on the Southland Sharks after this one from 7:30 live on Sky Sport and Prime. The Sal's NBL. For now, it's all about GJ Gardner Holmes' Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa, round 2 in the inaugural season of this new competition. It's the Northern Kahu on the road who lead 50-47 with a quarter to go over the Mainland Pouakai. Tali Bevilacqua looks more than ready for this fourth quarter.
I'm sure she'd possibly put a strip on and get out there if she could.
We're going to have a chat, I think, with Coach Bevilacqua now as the fourth quarter gets underway. And Coach, you look ready to get your jersey on and get out there yourself. This game's got a bit of everything.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit emotional here on the sidelines. I'm sure you've seen it, heard it. But, you know, it's a great contest. Our players have to learn how to play through adversity. Now it's just a matter of taking care of the basketball. Some of these turnovers, the errors that we've been making are all on us. And defensively, we have to make sure that we are on the split line because they've gotten to the basket on layups. We haven't been there in split line. Hopefully we'll be able to drag out a charge.
We've seen some great work and efficiency from Tsubasa Nisbet off the bench. She must be happy with her work tonight.
Oh, I'm extremely excited. I'm not excited about that shot right there. But, you know, Bassa has worked extremely hard at practice, so she deserves the minutes that she's been getting. And that's what it's about. You've got to put players out there so they can get the feel of the game, understand it, and that's how they get better and learn.
Appreciate your time, Coach. Looking forward to seeing how this one finishes up.
All right, matey. Cheers.
Coach Tauihi Basketball there. So Michaela Cox with the first bucket of this fourth quarter. Here come the Pouakai looking to respond. Sierra Walker puts up a three. Down it goes. Walker. Her first points of this one, Phil.
Yeah, big reply too from Walker after Michaela Cox hit one at the other end.
Tupai flies it over the ledge of Walker. Sierra Walker paying close attention. Down the corner goes Ledger Walker, and Walker does well. Erin Whalen gets Tupai to bite because she has been shooting the three well, but around the rim the finger roll goes and it doesn't drop. Gray's going the other way. Baptiste.
A little bit of contact there, just caused the travel.
Trinity Baptiste would have heart and mouth when the whistle went. She's sitting on 3 fouls and she walks away with a wry smile. Travel the call.
She almost gave away the fact that she possibly did foul her where she chucks her hands up in the air.
Right, surveying her options, finds Walker. Baptiste working hard off the ball. Gray's equal to the task so far down low. Will we see a Trinity Baptiste fade away? There it is, and down it goes, Baptiste, and she snarls at her bench.
I think she could get to that more often than not if she wanted to.
These two teams going blow to blow. What a pass from Crystal Ledger Walker to Mate Graves. By Elliott to Erin Whalen. Elliott around the screen, into the lane. Oh, that's a nice finish from Talai Elliott.
Great job getting her all the way to the basket and finishing.
Cox to Kalahi Fulu. Great pass across the baseline to Cox, but Elliott did well with the closeout. Here's Tupai sizing up Erin Whalen. Step back three. Doesn't go. Kalahi Fulu offensive rebound. She goes to work down low. And eventually the Pouakai come away with it through Sierra Walker, and they'll look to take the lead for the first time in a long time on this possession. Baptiste down low. Walker just lost possession and out of bounds it went.
I think Walker was shooting it before she actually got the ball there, and saying a little bit of sweat on it.
Tali Tupai takes the seat, 15 points to her name. But Reed checks back into the game. Here is Reed. Just 2 points, but as you mentioned, Phil, earlier, has looked aggressive in this second half. Cox takes the pass in the corner and is fouled by Hippolyte. So Michaela Cox will head to the Rosine foul line.
Yeah, Reed's definitely looking a lot more aggressive offensively. See Michaela Cox here, just nice little patience, little hesitation, and Hippolyte just caught the hand in the cookie jar there, trying to get a little bit of contact on the basketball and just get him Cox on the arm.
Townsville Fire legend in her own right as Michaela Cox in the WNBL.
And not someone that I don't think has played a lot of women's basketball in New Zealand.
First time since being a schoolgirl, Phil, for Michaela Cox, who had to play a trade overseas as Baptiste earns a foul and a trip to the line. And really, one of the main reasons for the introduction of Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa was for players like Michaela Cox who have had to head overseas. She made the comment publicly at the start of the season. She wished this was around a lot earlier, so she didn't have to head overseas to play a basketball and get paid. She could do it at home, and great to have a name like hers, the ambassador for the competition.
Yeah, 100%. It's great to have the top echelon of women's basketball players playing back in New Zealand. I'd like to see a lot more in the future.
Baptiste makes them both in the Pouakai. Tied up, 56 apiece. 6.5 minutes to go in this one before it's the turn of the Souths and BL teams. Foul there, Tarai Elio called for it. His body's tangled up off the ball.
Yeah. Arms flailing in the air.
Walk around the Wolf screen. Grays for three. That rattles in. Mate Grays. Walker's pass misplaced, and Michaela Cox comes away with it. Splits the defense. Retains possession. Walker deemed to have her hand on the ball. So Kahu will inbound again. Michaela Cox straight back into the action. Never slows down as the former Tall Ferns captain.
Nice little in and out move there. Great pass
Reed in the corner. Down he goes.
That deserved to go in that basket. Michaela Cox assist.
Just starting to grab this game by the scruff of the neck is Michaela Cox. As she is defending Lauren Hippolyte. We go again to Baptiste in the post. Again the fadeaway. Again it goes down. Trinity Baptiste.
Pouakai need to go to her every time down offensively.
She has 21 points. She's 8 for 9 from the field. Cox round the screen. And Michaela Cox isn't going anywhere lightly. Timeout called by Tauihi Basketball. And I imagine a lot of this timeout's going to be getting in front of Michaela Cox.
Yeah, Pouakai just not set on their help side defense and allowing the penetration all the way to the basket. And that's too easy. Too easy for the Kahu to score points. See here, Baptiste, beautiful little fadeaway. That little almost Nowitzki-esque off that leaner off one foot.
We're not getting there. We're not hedging hard so that we force her away from the basket. She's able to turn the corner and get to the basket. So she's got about 3 or 4 of these, and so we have to do something about that because they're going to go back to it. All right? Okay, you go high. You will hard hedge to force her out. All right, we got it. Hard hedge and stick with it then. Let's get it done. You got it. We're going to stay in out, 4 out. Tess is going to be out on the perimeter. You're out on the perimeter with space out. We're looking for Trinity down in that low corner. All right, let's keep working that. Plenty of time.
Team on 3, 1, 2, 3, team.
Well, as predicted, the vast majority of that timeout about stopping Michaela Cox turn the corner and just hedging a bit more on those screens felt the answer.
Yeah, 100%. Like, I think the thing is that Coach Bevilacqua realises is they will keep going back to the well, right? So Kahu, if it's working, why change it? And I'm sure that we'll see something similar in the next position for the Kahu.
Well, we didn't hear Jodie Cameron's timeout, but I'm sure it's something similar about Trinity Baptiste down low. See what the Pouakai look to do. They talked about 4 out and looking to go inside to Baptiste. There's the Boagni back on the court. We haven't seen much of her in the second half. Here she is. She can shoot the 3 ball. Can Boagni inside to Wayne, and they go. Oh, Erin Wayne, that is a tough finish.
Somehow she managed to use the backboard there, but she was almost on the baseline when she shot it.
Tightest of angles, just kissed it gently off the glass. And it's back to a 4-point game. Here is Cox, round the screen. Forced into a pull-up, and it has stopped her getting to the hoop. Trinity Baptiste with the defense. Boagni gets Wolves to bite. Down the lane, and the finish, Tessa Boagni.
Nice patience, nice drive.
Oh, and there she is, swatting it.
Hustle getting back on defense. That was tough for the big, your centre up fake on the 3, penetrate, finish a layup, and next minute she's hustling back, leading the defense on the way back to the basket.
Timeout call this time by the Kahu, and is there a sweeter feeling as a coach, Phil, than calling a timeout and then 2 possessions later, your opposition having to call one.
Yeah, well, it shows that your timeouts work. And you see here Tessa Boagni making that layup, and then you see her steaming back down the middle of the court and just managing to get a tip on the ball. Tessa Boagni, that's how you play basketball.
Then you're going to go over and get it. Up and over. So stay here, and then you get underneath the 1. Okay? Yes?
Of course, we count down to tip-off time to the next game. The Mainland Pouakai up against the Southland Sharks tonight. Will be
They're just coming in here and sealing down there, and you guys are just letting them seal. And then we've got no ball pressure, so the passing is too easy.
Boy, front that girl. Ball pressure and front. Ball pressure front, outside. How okay, 1, 2, 3. Ball pressure front, outside.
Well, we're in for a barnstorming finish here at the Trafalgar Centre. And of course, it's not even the finish. So we have another game to come tonight here from Nelson. The South NBL between the Nelson Giants and the Southland Sharks. Here's Michaela Cox. Thought about the catch and shoot. Hippolyte did well to stay with her. Young tall fern up against one of the greatest tall ferns of all time. Into Wolf they go. Force the pass, 4 on the shot clock. Ledger Walker down the lane off the back iron. Who's going to come down with that one? The Kahu are. Tani Tupaia.
Great defensive set by the Pouakai. They just couldn't get the rebound.
Tupaia down the lane, and she finishes.
Dagger. It's tough for the Pouakai.
The replay here. Tupaia.
Easiest basket that she gets all year, I imagine.
And Wayne says, I got this. To go to work. Here she is, Tupaia right up in her grill. Just poked away, Reed, I think, poked it away to Ledger Walker.
Smothering defense by the Kahu.
Cox wants the screen, gets it from Wolf. There's that hedge from Wayland. Deep 3, Ledger Walker.
From the outside, not there.
Sierra Walker with the rebound.
Good break from Crystal Ledger Walker.
And Wayland thought about the 3, but he doesn't think twice. Up it goes. Front eye, Baptiste working hard. Crystal Ledger Walker with a good box out. Three minutes to go in this contest. 66-62. The Kahu lead the Pouakai. Cox. That's a veteran move from Michaela Cox to earn the foul of Lauren Hippolyte, her 3rd.
Felt the contact from Hippolyte and just ripped through and make sure the referee sees the contact. Foul's called.
Ledger Walker tells Madison Wolf exactly where to set the screen. Wolf dives to the hoop. Cox, stop and pop from the baseline. Baptiste with the rebound. Wayland, they get Baptiste down low in the post where they want her. Shrugs off to Reed and finishes. Here comes Crystal Ledger Walker the other way. 2-point game, just over 2 minutes to go.
Tupaia telling teammates to clear out. She gets to the basket and finishes with a little right hand up and under layup. And then the pressure just comes straight back on from the Kahu. Lauren Hippolyte lets one go from the corner.
Crystal Ledger Walker comes down with the rebound. 1 minute 45 to go. Pouakai need to stop here. They trail by 4. Oh, Agnew trying to stay in front of Tupaia. That is. Yeah, crafty's the word, Bill Jones. Just putting this Kahu team on her back down the stretch. Back to Baptiste, the Pouakai go. She fires it across. Hippolyte can't get it to go.
Baptiste is doing a really good job of being patient and then waiting to see what the defense does and then finding players. She just needs a little bit of help with some players to knock down a few shots for them.
By absolutely unfazed by Erin Whalen. Just talking to her team, and then she goes to work and earns a trip to the line.
Yeah, in the last 3 possessions, 2 players just gone, right, give me the ball, get out of the way, and I'm going to take over.
She has 21 points, 8 of 17, 47% from the field, and for the rebounds too.
Pretty relaxed out there too.
This is their second. Boagni with the ball. The Pouakai are the ones who can't afford to be relaxed. Baptiste, that's wide open. Timeout here. Jodie Cameron just not happy with what she saw on that one, and rightly so, as Pouakai fly back with 2 of their own and keep this a 5-point game. 50 seconds to go.
We're just 50 seconds of the game, 66-71 to the Northern Kahu over Mainland Pouakai tonight.
See a replay here, Whalen looking up and finding Baptiste way out ahead of the pack, and nice easy 2 points for them.
Yes, we've got to go for those boards. We can't just go and let that happen again. We've got to locate early. So if we've got action coming here, and Jazz, you got to get, you're going straight into the back, you got to go and seal off, that's your job. See, you got the other boards, Nikki, you got safety. You got a man, you got a man. You're at the top, you go back.
No way player in.
Stay it again.
You've got a player that's in the other corner, so if she has to look back the same side she's come from, there's someone there and there's someone up the middle. All right? Yep, let's go. Okay, hey, you have a player timeout to use. All right, so if you, I've got no more timeouts, so it's on you. If you get stuck, all right, then use it.
So you hear just Sully Bevilacqua just talk about having a player timeout up their sleeve. That's a new rule, of course, in Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa. So she'll just be reminding her players, Phil, that if the play doesn't go their way, if something gets shut down early, don't be afraid to call a timeout and reset.
Yeah, I think it's it can play a pivotal part of the you know, the end of the game here, having that extra opportunity for a timeout.
Ball in the hands of the Northern Kahu, and it's very much their advantage. They lead by 5, 45 seconds to go as Talia Tupaya splits all sorts of defense, pulls out from the Racine foul line and gets it to go.
Yeah, the strong move there, just splitting the gap and nice little pull up.
Erin Whalen might have to put that up herself. She does, off to the right. And that might do it for the Northern Kahu. Foul the call from Tauihi Basketball. She's wanting her team to foul, and eventually Sierra Walker does.
I think interesting play from the timeout from the Kahu there, advancing the ball to get the ball on the front court. I would have possibly thought they would have taken that under their basket, where they've got 24 seconds on the shot clock with 50 seconds to go in the game. It eats up a lot more time.
Bodies everywhere.
Who comes up with the offensive rebound.
And in limited minutes, you know, she's coming back from an illness, so it's just been gradually introduced to Kahu basketball over the last couple of games. She's been effective, hasn't she?
Very effective, yeah. Defensively, long arms and disruptive, and showing there her ability to get on the offensive boards. Knocks down a free throw. I think she's going to be a player to watch in the coming weeks of the Tauihi.
This is their second, and there is the player timeout called by Erin Whalen. So the players can't go to their bench. They have to stay in the center line of their court. The coaches cannot have any interaction with them. So 30-second timeout. New rule, of course. World first here in Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa. Putting the decision-making in the players' hands. Adding just an extra element of intrigue down the stretch of games. Each team gets one per half. So the Pouakai happy with what they've drawn up, and it's Lauren Hippolyte who's going to inbound.
Be gold if you saw one of the players whip out a whiteboard in that moment and just draw up a play.
It's not a future coach then, wouldn't you? So here we go, Sierra Walker round the Wayland screen. Tupai doing a fantastic job to stay right with her. Baptiste. Just puts ballet full on skates and then drains the three. There's the foul from Wayland on Cox. Just to extend this game a little further.
Kailahi Pulu just here, just see here, little step and knocks down the three. Just the look on her face after that play there, Baptiste slightly breaking her ankles.
And Michaela Cox from the free throw for the Kahu.
Cox willing that to go in, and it does. Those thinking that wasn't a sportsmanlike because no one was there. It wasn't. The Pouakai were just in a timeout. The team's playing hard to the end of this one. Walker hustle around the back, and it's the Kahu going to go home the happier of the two. Touch, so it will remain Pouakai ball with 2 seconds to go.
The check out the home's Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa. So good to have a double header in Nelson.
Walker, and here's Hippolyte looking to finish on a home court on a high, but there it is. A win for the Northern Kahu. 76-69 over the Mainland Pouakai here in Nelson. They trailed after the first quarter by 7. But they kept the Pouakai to 6 in the second. And that was a tight battle in the second half. But it's the Kahu come out deserved winners, 76-69. The Kahu keep their perfect record alive in Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa. The only team not to lose. They're now 3-0. The Pouakai dropped to 1-2. We can hear from one of the victorious Kahu now, Crystal Ledger-Walker, who's with Phil Jones.
Crystal, good performance by you guys out here tonight. Obviously, second half, you came out with a little bit more intent. What was said in the shed at half-time?
Just our energy. We knew that, you know, it was going to be a grind whenever you're on the road. It's always a grind and you have to bring the energy yourself. So that was kind of our message to ourselves.
And how is it playing with someone like Tupai? She's obviously pretty physical, pretty tough. You enjoy playing with her?
Yeah, I love playing with her. Between her and Mickey, we have, you know, some real pros, some vets on our team that we can kind of all lean on and, you know, follow in their footsteps. So, yeah, it's really great having them.
Well done on the win and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you. And I also, sorry, while I'm here, I'd just like to give our sponsors a shout out. Shout out to Bartercard and everyone else that sponsors our Kahu team. Thank you.
Crystal Ledger-Walker, professional. The front office will love that. Great to see. One of the stars of our future. Let's hear, shall we, from Erin Whalen, who had herself a game with 20 points, kept the Pouakai in this one to the end. She's with Phil Jones.
Erin, obviously not the result that you wanted, but you personally, you had a really good hit out. What are you guys going to need to do to start coming up with some wins?
Yeah, definitely disappointing loss right here, but I think just focusing on taking care of the ball. Like, we can't have 16 turnovers in a half. That was critical for us. And then just making sure we're coming out, setting the punch both at the first quarter and after halftime. I think we let them have too many easy points, but the turnovers killed us today.
And you're a little bit undermanned. I think there'd be a lot to take away from this game tonight. you know, an opportunity for some other players to get out on the court, you're pretty happy with them?
Yeah, I mean, anytime we can have some of our developmental players get out on the court, they work so hard, they help us prep for everything, so it's always good to see them come out here and do what they do, and, you know, we see them work hard in practice, so it's always good to see that, but just making sure next time we come out here, we get a win for them.
All the best for the rest of the season.
Well, as I said, Erin Whalen kept the Pouakai in this on both ends of the court. 6 for 18 from the field. 20 points, 4 assists, 6 rebounds in there as well. It was just everywhere for the Pouakai. She has been in the early stages of this season, drives aggressively, finds her teammates, shoots from deep. She is going to be one to watch. She kept the, as you mentioned, Phil, undermanned Pouakai in this game. No Ella Fotu, no Mary Goulding, as you see the tail of the tape. And the three-pointers, percentage going the way of the Kahu, even though the Pouakai made more. So not too much to be overly dissatisfied there for Tauihi Basketball, apart from that bottom one, the turnovers.
Yeah, and the turnovers, they actually did not a bad job in the second half, the Pouakai, of looking after the ball. And, you know, I thought they played well. You know, they're a little bit, as we said, a little bit undermanned. You could definitely see the disappointment on Erin Whalen's face when I was interviewing her. She was, you know, upset with the win, and they'll move on to the next one.
Certainly will. Kahu 3-0, the only unbeaten team left in GJ Gardner Home's Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa. The Pouakai dropped to 1-2. Early stages, though, of the 8-week season. We see what games are to come. We'll talk on Manawa Queens in action from TSB Arena in the capital city tomorrow against the Southern Hoiho, looking for their first win. And the Pouakai don't have long to worry about this one. They're back underway on Tuesday in Ototahi against the Queens. 7 o'clock live on Sky Sport, that one. And the Kahu on Wednesday for their first game at Event Finder Stadium in Tamaki Makaurau when they take on the Phi, who are impressive. The fans will stick around here in the Trafalgar Centre as South NBL round 11 action coming up next. The Nelson Giants taking on the Southland Sharks. Stick with us. We'll see you soon.